That's an idea for next season of Pro League. Have the casters or the players make busts of each other. That would be quite interesting. You're welcome for the ideas, guys. Big pop flash into the side of B. Shadow or electric, whichever you prefer. Or dark. Then there were three. 9Z. Oh, look at that protection. Worked until it didn't. 2 9Z players remain. And now it's just Max. 1 versus 3. If anyone can, Max can. But can he on this occasion? Only requires a headshot, but Alex will get there first. Movistar start as they mean to go on, taking that momentum from the last map into the second.
Big performance from Alex there on the pistol. Quad kill from him. Get into this B site. Yeah, just nice to have that molly cutting off the rotate. Alex getting those first 2 kills means that DGT can only do so much from that backside position before he gets run down. No one else there to assist him. Movistar Riders showed no signs of slowing down, completely controlling that B bomb site early. 9Z forced into a weak buy. Have bought a single flashbang. So Max might be throwing that from back at spawn. I don't know if I've seen this flash line up before. Like it hasn't gone according to plan though. Everyone dies. Max is just hoping he can get 1 kill out of this.
Right, while this is happening, I'm going to tweet before I forget my idea at ESL CS. Next season, let's have people make busts of other. I want to see Kagan make a bust of Carrigan.
Ooh. There we go. Max gave you a little bit of time there to write your tweet. Shout out, Max. Pretty easy cleanup, as expected. Mac-10s making some moolah. Keeping those Mac-10s into this round as well. 9Z have full rifles. Let's see how those SMGs want to get involved in this one.
There's so much utility behind this squad. Very interested to see what they will offer with this util. We all know where that Molotov goes. If you haven't learned it by now, then it's time to learn it. Some good damage by Max. Nice follow-up as well. And now Martinez has to duel 1v1 with the bomb. Great cross by Max. If he'd stopped there, probably would have been domed immediately. Now what? 4 on 3 as 9Z look for their first round on Anubis. He spot the elbow. Not sure if just heard him, but he spotted him one way or another. Minutes on the clock, and 9Z are being very active on this CT side.
See if that is going to continue. Looks like it will. 3 players moving up mid. This is going to be really hard for Alex to deal with, but he is at least the one man with the AK. Doesn't matter if you're not looking the right way, though. Really nice, aggressive plays here from 9Z. That gives them time to rotate back to this A site as well. They've even got a flank going. Movistar Riders are trapped in a sandwich right now.
That leaves Justin a 1v4. So much for him to do. So little time, so little HP as well. But look at that headshot onto Tribe. Surely Max can solve this one. Indeed, he can. Coming in from the back, it'll be an expensive round. 4 kills for Max as 9Z find their first.
Just showing us more of that individual ability we were seeing on the first map, even if it was in an unwinnable position this time. As you pointed out, I think a really good sign that 9Z are aware that it's going to be important that they throw aggression in at the right time on this CT side to try and get some round wins. Worked out there for them, but now there are the full AKs. It's a good bit of damage early with that nade. Mopoz chunk down to 64. So you will look to keep that the connector control. Utility might go back and forth here. That nade also does a bit more damage. Mopoz is the nade magnet right now, down below half. Looks like this control might finally be taken, but DGT, I don't know if there was a gap or he just got the timing right, but he's found a frag.
Grenade slowly bouncing into the bomb site. Things will escalate very quickly indeed. Movistar find another frag on another opening at the hands of Just. What is there left for 9Z then? They've got the kits. They're close to the bomb site as that bomb's planted. So difficult to win from this position. One more molly at the hands of Max. Could split the defenses of this bomb plant. It's a big orifice though that needs to be dealt with. Big headshot onto Just. Where does the molly go? Through the smoke as David will have to try and cover. They could double peek this. Surely there's no way they do this. Down goes Max and David's not far behind. 9Z lose everything as Movistar go 3-1.
Yeah, just so hard there, even if you know the position of both players. What's just timing from DGT? Really well timed on the spray. The trades come in for Movistar Riders. That kill from Just allows him to then isolate that further fight. Another good round from him. And then at the end here, it's just so hard to defend your teammate defusing because you kind of have to pick one side that you're going to hold. And if the peak comes in at the same time from both sides, there's no way you're defending that diffuser with that little time remaining. So Movistar Riders off to a pretty damn good start here. Bonus round is the one round they lost where they kept the MAC-10s. Now they force 90 back down to pistols. That flash is good. Just able to find the refrag. Try up close. Dealt with. That's a nice little lineup for Mopoz to get his first 2 kills on the board. Movistar Riders looking quite convincing to kick off Anubis.
They play in a very confident manner, which is definitely necessary in today's Counter-Strike, but a nice rise from this team as well, who have been an also-ran in many events, but be something more than that now. Same can be true of 9Z with yesterday's victory, but of course it feels like, well, I mean, it is that Movistar are currently in the driving seat, having taken 9Z's pick. And the momentum that they've had at the beginning of this Anubis has been quite something so far. So props to them. Moving to a 4-1 scoreline. CT side is a struggle. And again, in the interviews we've had where we've asked players what their thoughts are on Anubis, many of them have said they don't think the layout is great, but they seem to have figured it out more than others. We'll see if it develops over time. I think, was it Bro? I think we got some good comments on in terms of the limitations on the CT side. He went into a little more detail than some others did, which was quite fascinating. Some teams, though, have been able to rack up a nice amount of rounds on this CT side. Perhaps 9Z can do the same.
Hasn't been a great start for them, but definitely salvageable. They have a buy in this one. A lot of emphasis into getting this AWP out for try in this round. It's without Kevlar, because of it. See if it can come into play here. Much more passive start, but Martinez is just waiting patiently. I thought it was a little too quiet. It went for a fight. It goes against him. David has at least been able to salvage that AWP into his hands. Star Riders continue to ease their way up mid, using a little more utility. Are they ready for a double stack here, though?
Max has to find 2, he finds 0, and the numbers are dwindling for 9Z very quickly indeed. The A-bomb site has been absolutely compromised. No stopping Movistar at the moment. I do wonder, once we have a well-equipped 9Z once again, if we'll see some early aggression to stop Movistar from being able to execute whatever they feel like. That's how it feels at the moment. Heading towards 5. This looks to be a rout for Movistar. Surviving in the numbers as well is great to keep the pressure up.
Tough there for 9Z, because you can see why Try would want to take a more aggressive angle on mid. Feel like you've got to be playing for info on the CT side. You've got to be taking some risks, playing with confidence. But man, Movistar Riders were so ready. Adam's not ready there. Got his knife out. Buda might get away with the AWP at the end of the round. Shot onto Just as well. So that's something for 9Z to work with in the upcoming round. Martinez just so ready with his teammates behind him. Great clear from Just. Not even a really expected angle there, but he's still able to counter strafe effectively. This could get out of hand quickly for 9Z if they can't kick into gear soon here.
Yeah, that does feel out of hand already. Let's not forget how explosive Try was in that round on Nuke. Not much of a sniff of that at present. Just caught creeping. Mopos making it pricey though. Little free fire from him. Getting griefed by these pistols, but he's buying time for Alex to come through. But at what cost? They've lost everyone. All of a sudden, the cards have collapsed for Movistar. And their money is not spectacular. This is quite surprising and a situation, actually. Because it's one thing if you have an issue like this and you fix it in the next round. However, this is eco territory immediately for Movistar. Because, again, normally when you see a round like that, okay, you're like, all right, well, they're not going to win that kind of round many times in this half. But if they've broken the money with that round, then that's an entirely different story.
That's a big round for 9Z. Remember, Movistar Riders hunted really aggressively at the end of the previous round. They lost like 3 players hunting down their opponents. They were maybe assuming they would just have this round win here, at least fairly comfortably, but it doesn't happen. Buda gets away with the AK early. Trades end up favoring 9Z, so Star Riders actually put into an awkward position now. Could go for one save and get a pretty good buy into the next. You always feel like you want to pressure that CT economy if possible. I think they have realized, though, that just buying a few deegs in this round is probably their best way to try and do that. So Movistar Riders will be playing for the next round instead. A chance here for 9Z to start to build something on this CT side.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a grenade, there might be some pain, but they escape it entirely. They've got all 5 players standing, and they've picked up 2 rifles! Oh my days! What is this, Grand Theft Auto? Talk about a drive-by. I'm screaming in the meeting room. I've got developers behind me like, oh, what's going on? DGT and Buda. Wow. And we're trying to build a story like, oh, Movistar have lost all their advantages, but they, you know, they had nice momentum. They've lost all their guns and they just force around like this. They take an AWP. Like, what? This is a show of strength from Movistar.
That's tough for 9Z. I mean, they weren't playing anyone on mid. They were just playing the bomb sites, which I understand. They maybe thought this was going to be a round where a site got rushed quickly with Tech 9s. This was the first kill coming in from Martinez. Then he just waits, and the second peek comes his way because Try's uncomfortable after his teammate goes down. All right, Moffos, that is wild. It's almost like he didn't even try and counter strafe. He was just like, yeah, I got this. Ah, that is tough for 9Z. Back and forth game right now. It's Movistar Riders with a 6-2 lead, though. Big round here then. 9Z now don't have money in the bank.
You have to wonder if the CT side is about survival. And if it is about survival, what does survival look like score-wise? Is that 4 rounds? Should it be more than happy with 6? Time to be forced back then by Movistar, although they're not in mid to begin with. We wondered about aggression on the CT side to stop Movistar from doing whatever they like. We're seeing that now with the swing through B. No one really to slow them down in this mid position, so 9Z need to pray they can get into position to do something soon enough. Max will be rotating back through B, actually, so maybe he'll be the man to do that, but he's heading straight towards the A bomb site, where 9Z awaits the play. So many players go past Try, and he does not deliver. But they're going into a deeper and deeper track. They're committing to this bomb site. That bomb is on the floor, and they will be cut to ribbons by 9Z, who on this occasion take the risk and solve the mystery. But Adam will still make it expensive for them, looking for a 3rd kill. Just 2 on this occasion.
Yeah, just getting that rotate in. Very important there. Makes it so that there are so many awkward angles to deal with. GT even finding that first on the flank, and it just all goes wrong. They start turning around. They start getting scared of the flank at the same time. Good information play from 9Z, though. And I don't mind the way 9Z are playing in some of these rounds, taking risks by maybe leaving mid open so that they can put 3 on B and just go aggressive with those 3 players. Let's try for the opening pick. Boost back. Martinez might find something here. Oh, he had the opportunity. Not able to make the most of it, though, and that's a shame because they don't have full weapons in this round, Movistar Riders.
They've won with less in this game of Anubis.
True.
Fair chunk of util. Lots of flashes, lots of fire, lots of smoke. Closing in on this B bomb site. David's going to push A. That flashbang might be heard. Some pre-fire from David. 3 players wait on the B bomb site again. Mid's been abandoned. 9Z will keep 2 towards 8. 1 covering mid as well. DGT is in trouble. It looks so awkward for him, the angles he's holding. He has to depend on his teammates to cover his back. Still 2 flashes here for Movi, and they better make them count because that AWP is waiting for them. Martinez moving into position. 38 seconds, and Mopos is starting to wonder about that A bomb site. 9Z moving more defensive on A, but staying put, it looks like. That they start to race over then what is left in terms of util here on this B bomb site. Absolutely nothing is the answer. It's going to be guns blazing. Try starting to rotate. Not sure if we'll get there in time. Speaking of time, there's 15 seconds for a bomb plant. Max and David delivering. David dropped by Alex. 3 remain now for Movistar. And the CTs are increasing in numbers. 2 on 3 on the bomb site as it's planted. 4 on 3 retake for 9Z.
Just about getting that bomb down. They still have a smoke up. That'll buy a bit of time. Now 9Z can come in for the retake. No real nades for them, but plenty of hits. They can't afford to take time. That's a good shot back from Just. He's taken damage. It's Alex who's dealt with on the site. Well handled by 9Z there on the retake. They get aware of the positions. They make sure they're holding the right spots. They get their 4th round on the board. 9Z starting to spring into action now.
That's a tight shot from Just. Very, very nice. Dramatic action around the bomb site. 9Z closed the gap to 2. Those fabled Tech 9s rear their ugly heads once again.
Oh, I guess that is one of the players without the tech guys taking damage, but still not ideal.
What we were...
Utility was good.
Oh! Hold on a
It's a
second.
jump scare.
Blind spot. The rest of the cleanup will be okay. So, I did wonder if 4 to 6 rounds would be a good half for 9Z. They're in the middle now with 5. And the money, let's see what the buy looks like for Movistar. If there'll be some shortcomings in terms of utility. AK-47s. 9Z dealt with that one well enough.
Yeah, this time the focus on holding the bomb sites works because it's not the Deagle round, it is Tech 9 round coming out from Movistar Riders with the fast play being attempted. So 19 well prepared for it. The gun's out now. Again, Martinez very much searching for that opening kick on the AWP. The flash is right in his face. About as blind as possible. It means that he's peeking into an angle that was being held, but it's just damage done both ways. Oh, that nade nearly finished Martinez off, but it landed a little too far. What's happening? Tried, he's got himself on a good angle. Got his team the man advantage.
Movistar have been absorbing bullets in this round. It's going to be very hard to fight for this bomb site with 3 players at around half health or less. Edging forward urgently. There goes the first one. Flashes are on the way as well. DGT will emerge. Not too much of a challenge for Buda just yet. 30 seconds on the clock. Bomb in the hands of Mopoz for a moment. A brief moment. What does Adam have left to do here? Try and make it competitive. Catches David, but will he catch anybody else? Hold on a second. Getting a bit awkward now. Finding 3 kills towards the end of the round. Score will be tied. It'll make them spend some money at the very least.
Yeah, Adam really doing a good amount of work in some of these like very late round positions where the round's already over. You just wish he was in a 1-on-2 or a 1-on-3. He was able to make these sorts of plays. His final shot is fantastic. Eventually, Buda trades him from the other side. Is he really cooking with gas now, though? Movistar Riders have quickly crumbled here. They looked so in control on their T side initially. Felt like everything was going right for them. Now not so sure. 9Z is starting to take initiative in a lot of these rounds, starting to get either flanks going or information or even man advantages early in these rounds. So it is back down to just the Tech 9s for Movistar in this one. Bit of an awkward spray there from David. He's traded. Oh, that molly so well timed from Max. Just needs to tickle Alex to take him down. See if that rifle is recovered. Maybe not, because they're onto their A site here. A chance to get that bomb down.
Bomb has been planted.
Who goes first then? Mopoz gives up a kill. 2 Tech 9s remain. This will still be a dangerous round for 9Z. They'll want to stop the bleeding. There's a few more rounds to fight for after this one. Presuming they find success here. Just the one player lacking a kit. DGT moving through. Adam trying to buy as much time as he can, but there come the frags for 9Z, and they'll take the lead. Suddenly, this CT side is looking very good for 9Z. It was a struggle at the beginning, but they've got 7 rounds on the board with potential for 9. This is a dramatically different situation for them, and you can see it in the body language.
And And making a bit of noise after they take the lead. Okay job at getting into position, but you always felt like 9Z had the ability to have the advantage in that retake. It felt well controlled. They were always up a man. Always had pretty good positions with that flank coming in. Early nade does a bit of damage onto DGT. And Movistar turn this round. They've lost 5 in a row. They've lost an early player again. DGT catching Alex out. Alex is going to make that move up mid. It is open. Could be the weak spot that's exploited here by Movistar Riders. Alex is coming back to try and cover it, but is he ready for Mopos so far up? Doesn't matter, he gets a dink, but not the frag. Fry's going to come in with the dualies, but Mopos already slinks back, so into even numbers. And a good bit of map control for Movistar Riders. And the aggression, though, the nade is on point. 9Z always making aggressive moves at the right time right now.
Three-man on road, made 2, dropped by Try. And where are the other CTs hiding is the question. David spotted, but he stays on the move. Till he doesn't. Big flick from Try. 8 rounds for 9Z. It's night and day the start of this game. Look at the difference. They understand what they struggled for so long to find this success in this half. This half feels like a whole game of Counter-Strike. They are putting in so much work, and suddenly it doesn't look so rosy for Movistar with the T side to come for 9Z. And you can see they've got confidence in that second half with what they're doing in the first.
What a turnaround this has been for them.
Oh boy. That's painful. This could be even more, but it'll be a lot less so. 2 HE spotted. So if there's a 4-on-2 or a 3-on-2 over towards the same bomb site, if they can get their skates on, they'll put their own smoke up. Waiting for the CTs to have a peek. Both teams creeping around the smoke, looking for shadows. But David could be in trouble here. That is a very risky play, and this on this occasion doesn't pay off for him. Try is blind, looking for the flicks, 3-on-3. Everybody rotating over. Alex is the playmaker here. He's the one who can win this for his team. EGT's wondering though. He's going back towards that B bomb site, and Alex gets picked off by Buda. This changes everything. Mopos with 10 HP. Got to be really careful here. Again, it's down to a play around these smokes, creeping as best he can, finding Try. What about the high ground though? Buda's waiting, 40 seconds on the clock. DGT coming back towards the bomb site. Being looked for by Mopos, easily dealt with. That leaves Martinez, 1 versus 2. Make it 1v1 now. Has an inkling as to where DGT might be. Not committing to the bomb plant. DGT must be careful, not showing anything. This time he commits. DGT will commit as well. Martinez, I thought he was done for, but he's found a way to keep the score close. Another tight game at half-time.
Those days when nothing ever really mattered. So willing to give it all, even though you might just shatter. Now you're scared of time. Gotta beat the clock now, it's all up to pride. Tough
Investigators looking for the culprit with the narcotic dope-ish, making sodas for poets. He had a full white beard. People thought he was Moses, overdosed it, murdered the whole block cause his verses was potent. At that moment, the fools was heartbroken cause he pulled out his mic and blasted speakers wide open, diagnosed it. Found out victims were still jonesing for that moolah-ish, so he dug up a bad omen, no emotions. Smudging off opponents, not knowing how them afros got puffy without Sean Coleman. Meanwhile, his stacks was growing and elbowing. Cats back in his past, he started to outgrowing police. They kept probing with campaigns and slogans, want him dead or alive. Soon enough, they was hoping at the crime scene, examining his hemoglobin, C notes embedded in his genetics. They didn't notice him. The plot thickens like gumbo soup. I'm stomping through the muddy waters in my jungle boots. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. The plot thickens like gumbo soup. I'm stomping through the muddy waters in my jungle boots. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. International act radical, not thinking rational. My God, he's a viral! The best in the game.
Well then, second half is upon us. A close game once again. It was looking somewhat dire for 9Z, especially if you consider that Movistar riders were put onto Eco, and that should have been where 9Z made the comeback. And they got blasted by that Eco and still made the comeback anyway. It's a fascinating game we have ahead of us. 9Z lead at half time. Quite the achievement, if you ask me. This is looking pretty good for them on paper as they begin their T side.
Ooh, DGT opens things up with a P250 and slowly tries to line up that headshot, but Adam just tucked far enough into the corner. Doesn't get denied. So a 1-for-1 trade early. P250 will be taken by Try. See what 9Z's end goal is here. One trade helps them, but now look at this Movistar riders going for some similar aggression to what 9Z were going for, and the flash timing is terrible. 2 kills on the aggression. That bomb may make it up mid, but they're down many players here, 9Z. This is going to be tough to pull back.
Shoulder to shoulder, moving through mid. They're going in the right direction as well, because Mopos is the only man towards that B-bomb site. Of course, Movistar are being proactive as Alex is on a fact-finding mission. They found their way towards B, but I can't imagine that a quick plant will happen because they need to clear these angles. Surely there are CT somewhere. But all they expect Mopos to be just around the corner to the back. They'll never see that one coming. And Movistar will collect the pistol round. A promising start for their CT side.
Just the timing of that aggression couldn't have gone better. Good start from DGT, but you see that head isn't quite spotted, just the shoulder, just the knee. Then 9Z pull out that flash at a terrible time as the push comes in towards them. Credit to Movistar riders, realizing they had to get active in the 4v4. Puts 9Z down onto a low buy. Basically a no buy. Prize boarded League. Just looking to do a little damage here. Martinez will take that all day long. Warper is going to love getting some bonus money with the MP9. $600 for every kill he finds here. And they're desperately trying to run away from this MP9. I think he might find them. 3 kills taken, not bad.
Great job, the risk taker. You've got to make plays like that. It's good to, like when somebody on the CT side jumps through the window on Mirage into the underpass, you don't get your full grenade because you're probably going to die with the path you're taking. Nice work for Martinez, building for the future. It's refreshing to have a matchup where you couldn't really pick a winner. Fascinating to see how these teams match up against each other. I'm sure they're enjoying it as well to some degree, or different degrees, varying degrees. course, 90 lost their picks. They'll be enjoying things a little less than Movistar. I do like the identity of this Movistar team, though, and how aggressive they like to be. They've lost mid on this occasion, so let's see how they respond to that. Something that 9Z will want to pick up on as well. Just wandering around at A bomb site. And will take damage early, just swinging through, but that's not going to go his way. And with that, I think this round might be over. The SMGs have been lost. The rifles must be saved.
Maybe a little surprised that we didn't see some weapon shifts there. I thought we might see at least one rifle dropped to one of those A players. But I guess the upside of this, the silver lining, is with the riflers all playing on the opposite side, Movistar Riders should get a chance to save these 3 guns, then have a better buy in the next. Hopefully with rifles dropped over to those 2 players. Still going to allow 9Z to rake in some cash, though. Won't have to reinvest into weapons for the next round. Just a solid split onto the A site for 9Z. Nothing too crazy coming through in that one. This might be a bigger test, though. There should be guns dropped. Will be full rifles this time for Movistar Riders. They'll have a better chance at locking down that A site if it is tested again. Also see if that AWP of Martinez goes for anything early. He had a good spawn there. I don't think he wants to go for anything too crazy. Just the standard peek down below. Oh, he almost got the timing right there. Spotted Buda on the cross. He's actually going to hold and let his teammate push up.
There's surely a kill in this for Alex. Few angles to be concerned with, though, but a great response. Oh, that's awkward. Can he bait try into him, though? He can exist here. If Martinez has an angle, then pursuing that frag could be a big problem for 9Z. But how do they solve this in terms of the round in general? Them dancing through that mid position, that's a great way to respond.
Finding a favorable angle there against Alex. Still did a decent bit of damage, though. At least 9Z will get this map control back. Should be aware that it's so risky for Movistar to commit further aggressive players. You have to be aware of this angle as well, though. Martinez landing the shot with the AWP. More aggression coming. Oh, great shot from David, though. Mopos is going to try and take that position his teammate was just playing. David's still holding, so Mopos doesn't want the fight. The Movistar Riders are split here in the 2-on-2.
9Z know, worst case, they're 2v1 if they go in the opposite direction towards this A bomb site. That might be enough information for them. Bouncing through, creating the space for the trade frag, just like in a pistol round. Carving a path for success are 9Z. Quickly into the 1v1. Mopos on the bomb site already. David has to stay undercover. Doesn't know where Mopos could be coming from, so he must limit his exposure accordingly. Creeping through his Mopos. He just about saw the leg there and gets a headshot as well. That's a hard fought for round, especially with the aggression. Again, all that presence we saw from the CTs. 9Z able to deal with it. Willing to sacrifice a teammate to get a trade frag on the A bomb site, deliver the goods afterwards. That was a very entertaining round.
I thought Martinez was going to clean up with the AWP there, but that shot from David was so important. Get the AWP off that long-range angle. Because Martinez missed that second shot that he had, could have cleaned up. Instead, it goes the other way. Now this should be a very easy round for 9Z. Not a great deal for Movistar to work with. It might get caught. There is a player who snuck behind him. Yeah, there it is. The knife in the back. Bit of extra money for Alex. But that B site has been lost, and the round should be gone with that. Ooh, another kill from Alex. Too bad.
Bomb has been planted.
CT side is where people go to suffer on Anubis. Movistar's turn. So many rounds for 9Z. A great challenge for Movistar to do the same on the CT side. Again, some great aggression earlier on, but answered by 9Z, who are prepared for more than just first to throw, it seems. He moves to 11. There's money for Movistar. Not fantastic. Fantastic would be 6k plus. There's a few dawdling around 4.5. That may require further aggression. Make things feel a little more even. We could be in for a nice round here. Let's see what the CTs choose to do.
Very important round for Movistar Riders in this one. What sort of risks are they willing to take in a key round on this map? Fully down, shot landed by Max. That is an absolute robbery there in the flames. He's so fast on the headshot. He's able to get away, barely taking damage. Oh, we might see a spam back onto David there. Not meant to be. It's another shot from Buda. This is brilliant from 9Z.
9Z have got places to be, and Movistar are in the way of that, it seems. Martinez still on the A bomb site, just making his way towards B, but how far does he go? 3 on 5. Bomb isn't planted yet. One spotted lurking around mid.
What that team flash was.
Feel like they have a chance to do something here. Perhaps not as they slink back towards A.
Yeah, just too tricky. Even with that 1 kill from Just. Better to live to fight another day, but it puts them 12-9 down. The Star Riders have had some good CT Anubis halves in the past. Back in the group stage against Gamer Legion, they picked up 10 CT rounds on Anubis. So it's still not impossible for them. Even though most people see Anubis as a T-sided map. But with some of the shots 9Z are landing, just the individual form in that round. Movistar Riders have got to step up with some of their individuals. Otherwise, we could be headed to a third map.
Boom. That's so clean. Juicy buy for both. The early molly. Stop any nonsense from the CT side. Very encouraging to be aggressive. But Movistar have chosen A on this occasion. Such an oppressive angle for Max, though. Which way do you look? They're lining up grenades on one side, and Max will collect 2 on the other. Wonderful. Plan comes to fruition in the best way for 9Z. A minute 30 to find the remainder of Movistar. They still have the bomb sites, and if they've got the bomb sites, they've got a chance. They need some individual flair. They're lining up almost for Adam. Just the one for him, though. But the numbers are somewhat close. So 2 versus 3. This is absolutely winnable for Movistar.
Ooh, Alex not able to get the kill he would have wanted that. Smoke down at least allows him to have some cover. As he is alone towards B, he actually takes the risk of going through, but Buda ready for the trick. Looks like 9Z have figured out which bomb site they need to move towards. Mopos will find one, but all that does is give away that the B site is completely free. Mopos is a long way away. Does have some utility here. Smoke on the bomb could cause a bit of chaos. He positioned into CT though, and Mopos has already cut noise. This is going to cost him so much time here.
Nobody home. Moving silently, but what is the plan? Yeah, get out of there. So many awkward moments like that. 9Z push further, push closer to a third and deciding map. That's where Ancient is. It's the deciding map. I got them the wrong way around. What a perfect situation for Max. accidental bait works perfectly. Opens up the map for them so early as well. Movistar having problems now, as 9Z did towards the end of Nuke. 9Z are threatening to take Movistar's pick, as Movistar did to them. And I'm not sure how much Movistar can do about it. The T side was looking so good for them, but 9Z rose from that Lazarus pit late on. Came away with way more rounds than anyone could have expected. That's paying off for them now. They have the luxuries of the T side, of the aggression. Full buy from 9Z. A few shortcomings. The French gun is out for just, and Martinez is naked. He's got the AWP and no Kevlar whatsoever. He is a sponge.
Two-on-two setup this time for Movistar Riders. Adam, the one man on mid. Two players playing on either bomb site. Is he very happy to take their time at the start of this one? Looks to get inquisitive. Buda there in the corner will not be spotted, but Alex has been very willing to aggress on this position. This time just clears the close corner. Both teams feeling each other out. The early portion of this round. Now 9Z will start to inch their way up mid. Adam has just left mid. He's gone to reinforce the A site instead. Flash will give away that they're moving up into position. 9Z have every single player at mid right now. Surely they should look for a site split. Buda's going back towards A main, just putting some pressure there. Looks like it is that mid play.
So many CTs on this A bomb site. What are 9Z up to? They're repositioning. What have they read? What have they gleaned from their information peeking? Tries dropped Adam on the A bomb site. In the meantime, they've got 20 seconds to deliver. Alex being so patient. He's playing for the round win, but DGT will trade. That leaves Martinez in a 1 versus 4. Wrong side of the map being looked for by Buda as well. There was a call late on in that round from 9Z, and they went storming into the B bomb site, and Movistar couldn't do enough to stop them heading towards 14.
Yeah, clearly a good mid-round decision there from 9Z, and I think pressuring up mid, it is more common that it is going to be that A-site split that you go for, so I like the idea from 9Z there. Make the A-site split, come back to B quickly, they find the weaker site. By Martinez at the end as well, that AWP removed. 9Z happy to get loud after that round win. They know they are so close now to taking us to a third map. Might just be both teams stealing each other's map picks away here.
Yeah, 9Z don't look like they're going to be stopped anytime soon. 4-man stack from Movistar on the A bomb site. Not really a stack, it's a push, but Buda's got the angles. Oh dear, nothing doing. Maybe this is why while Anubis is being played a lot. Not in the favor of every player. Movistar desperately trying to find a way to have a grasp on these rounds. Getting stomped by 9Z in brutal fashion. Every attempt, everywhere, has been stamped out.
Oh boy, this is just completely collapsed for Movistar Riders. And 9Z, they're just looking so comfortable on this map. I did not expect this. Really looks like they are just constantly able to deal with that CT aggression. It feels like the end of that first half was huge for 9Z, getting so many CT rounds on the board as they reach map point. Ancient looking more and more likely, and with every round, Movistar Riders have to sit here and wonder what has happened on this map. We're 5-1 up at one point. They had a pretty good lead early. But 9Z have taken over massively. The amount of gun rounds they've won recently has just been crazy. Remember, Movistar Riders won the CT pistol, but since then, 9Z have won every single gun round since. It's balasses for Movistar Riders to try to survive, boost in play. Mopples has found an opener here. Look at that from Adam, the risk being taken. It will work as the drop down nearly nets him too.
Wild scenes across the map. I think DGT will collect the bomb now. Indeed, he will. Movistar have to hope their gambles will pay off. They're all separated from each other as well. 9Z have cut noise, waiting for the CTs to make their play for the time being, but ultimately, it is they who will have to do something. 2 of the 3 outside the A bomb site. Try lurking around spawn, through spawn, looking for a push from B. But Alex has been patient. He's been disciplined. Still, there is plenty of time for 9Z. But what does Buda do with 2 HP? How far can he swing to create space for DGT with 2 digits of health? They've got to be waiting somewhere. It's surely what Movi are thinking. A lone smoke towards a B rather. And look at the rotation. It is full. It is tunnel vision. It is schoolboy football. They're all chasing the ball. But the goal is going to be scored elsewhere.
Calm down. Still 2 nades for Movistar Riders. Martinez needs to win this fight. He does. Now Buda, low on health on the site, might be in real trouble here. Oh boy, the volley is dodged. Are there nades coming? This is so hard. Nothing to be done. Martinez will secure a round for Movistar Riders. Finally, something goes their way. But still a lot of work to be done.
It'll be an uphill struggle, but it's not outside the realm of possibility, especially with 3 AK-47s taken into the next round. Big swing from Mopos. And these plays are so urgent for Movistar, and it's so risky as well. It has to be the correct play at the right time. "24 frags for Buda in this game so far. Down to 11 HP for Try. Good angles from Movistar. A good beginning is a fine thing. But once again, it's about how you finish.
See if they can close this map. Early damage taken. Being more contested this round by Movistar Riders. Maybe they're going to throw some aggression in here. A couple of players grouped up on mid. Looks like it will just be Martinez looking for initial contact and then Adam playing that corner. Want to be careful playing behind that double door though. You can get wall banged. Looks like Adam will be okay. There's the bait. There's Adam set up for success. He does eventually get spammed, but the risky position pays off.
Mopos having a look through B, using that distraction to try and make a play, but Try was waiting for him. Mopos somehow escapes. 20 HP for him. But there's still presence towards both bomb sites for 9Z. 30 seconds on the clock, though, for them to converge. Someone's got to collect that bomb. Try might be the man to do it. Footsteps may be heard by Alex, I'm not sure. Mopos is just around the corner as well. Wouldn't be surprised if he makes a play through the smoke. As soon as the shooting starts on the A bomb site, through the smoke he goes. Martinez trying to buy time. Mopoz in the back, and that leaves Buda in a 1 versus 2 with 8 seconds. He will not win this round. The job is not done yet by 9Z, just as they mounted a late comeback in the first map. Movistar are trying to do the same in the second.
Some cheeky trick up their sleeve and not fully clearing the corner with their guns out. See the risk of that position. David eventually spams him through the doors. Buda tried his best, but such little time left. The bomb was already dropped. Nothing that he could do with that late time left on the clock. Still plenty of money for 9Z. Maybe what about some aggression there from Mopoz? The molly will deny him. Pretty happy to group heavily throughout this half. Leave them vulnerable to those pushes, to flanks, to information plays from Movistar Riders. The early group in this round looks like it has a purpose. They want to push into position. Smoke down from Just. Can he keep them at bay? They're already through it. They've got the entry they were looking for.
Such an important frag. They must have spotted him as he was repositioning either or. The frag is massive. Look at the control over the choke points they have. Smokes to be deployed as well, and HEs if they can find an angle, but David will be dropped lurking around, and that creates lots of space for Mobi. Mopoz holding on to it as well. Alex coming through over HE. Movistar are not done with this one just yet. 2 of the 4 with defuse kits. That communication will be important. Eating a big flash. This will be a war of attrition. That bomb continuing to take Martinez rounding the corners. Max dropping him. Martinez here as well. Try versus 3. Someone's going to go on that bomb and deny these angles. Flash is on the way. 1v2. Can he find the angles? Try. Swing and a miss. And Mopoz and co are not done with this one yet. Bomb being defused. Movistar are still fighting for this one.
Still in it, despite this bomb site anchor falling so soon. The aggression from 9Z doesn't pay off for them. Max gets traded, and Mopoz, patient from up above, waits for that reposition, leaves it all on try. Had the chance to land that second shot. Would have been tricky as the player was diffusing in the smoke, but either way, Movistar Riders continue to find a way to win these rounds, even when they're on the back foot. Aggression coming in again. This time it's Adam moving forward. Try just about wins that fight before he takes too much damage. Another advantage for 9Z. Can they close it this time?
CTs are creeping. This could be very impactful if David could find a second one. He absolutely does, and surely this closes the door on Movistar in the second map. How could they possibly come back from this? A 2 versus 5. Now every risk has to be taken. But I hope that nothing goes wrong. Try with perfect timing. Martinez taken down from the back. I don't think there's anything left for Just in this one. This would be a miracle run if he were able to pull something out of the hat here. He's got a kit. He has no one on the radio, though. He's in a 1 versus 5. Made 4 now. David with just a few HP. The Molotov will slow him down further. And look at how they'll group together, coming from all directions. 9Z will take the pick of Anubis and force a deciding map of ancient.